Welcome back everyone, Firefox here. So I've noticed on my previous videos, they were kind of testosterone heavy. So I figured I might as well balance that out a bit by making my first top 10s list be for female leads in anime. Now you all should already know by now, but for this channel, one, these are just my opinions, so no need to fret. I mean, if you really got a problem, then two, these subcategories this time is going to be based upon different anime genres, so that can be things such as horror, sci-fi, shonen, that kind of thing. And three, if you like what you see, or hell, even if you dislike what you see, feel free to talk about it in the comment sections below. Alright, so first off, we're taking a look at shonen female leads. These are the Naruto poster girls of the anime world, people who embody ideas such as friendship, perseverance, good morale, that kind of thing. The female lead I think that best fits this would be Maka Albarn from the Soul Eater series. Now to sum up what Soul Eater is, Soul Eater was pretty much an anime about a school of Meister weapon pairs who go out to protect the world and to collect the souls of evil spirits. Now, why Maka deserves to be on this list would definitely be due to her massive character development throughout the series. Though a bright and talented student, Maka in the beginning of the series came off to be quite a bit shallow, and on top of that, her insecurities would cause her to be jealous of other characters that she felt was better than her, and also her hate towards her father made it hard for her to cooperate with men at times too. Throughout the series, however, Maka started to grow into the whole shonen feel. She started to be a more open and loving character to all the characters of the series, and started to appreciate and cooperate with other characters as well, to the point where she was able to actually befriend and bring one of the darkest characters to light in that series. On top of that, her confidence grew to the point where just through her courage alone, she was able to destroy the strongest character in that series, being Asura, Fear itself. Due to these reasons, Maka definitely deserves to be a top 10 female. Alright, next up on the list, we're looking at female leads that can represent the seinen anime genre. Now, seinens are for mature audiences, and what I realized for both male and females, what gets us usually attached to seinen leads would definitely be simply because they're badasses most of the time. Rather if they're cold-hearted or distant to the cast, or if they're loud-mouthed and vulgar, it all falls in that badass category. And at first I thought it was going to be kind of hard to come up with a female that represents this, but then I thought about it. The entirety of the Black Lagoon cast, all the females, definitely take this spot. Black Lagoon is one of those animes that are so good that you just forget the plot. Like, the plot doesn't even matter at this point. Honestly, all it really consists of are pirate crews and evil war syndicates such as the Hotel Moscow or the Triad just fucking shit up. I mean, if you're looking for a female who is vulgar, gun-toting, and kills Nazis, Revi got you. If you're looking for Russian warmongers blowing off the legs and arms of little children, Balalaika got you. If you're looking for Super Saiyan Colombian maid outfit wearing gun-toting dogs such as Roberta, bruh, this anime has it all. Every female on here are the epitome of badass. If you just watch at least 2 episodes of this anime, you'll definitely realize where I'm coming from with this. So yeah, Black Lagoon, all the female leads definitely deserve a spot on this list. Alright, so next up on the list we have fantasy anime. Fantasy anime are one of those animes that usually centers around knights, mages, witches, and then more commonly than none, a damsel in distress. Now the anime female lead I believe that would best take this role simply because she redefines what fantasy anime are for their leads would be Saber from the Fate series. Now the Fate series is an anime about 7 different mages competing for the Holy Grail. And in doing so, they have their own heroic spirits who act as their servants and which will fight for them to receive the breath, Saber being one of them. Now, why I believe Saber deserves to be on this list would be, one, she's one of the strongest and most respectable characters on the series. In a competition in which dirty playing would be the easiest route to receive the Holy Grail, she still holds her chivalry true simply due to her knight background. Second, as stated before, she redefines what an anime female lead for this genre typically are. They're usually that damsel in distress, but she's the total opposite. If anything, she does the majority of the saving in this anime. And three, their identities are meant to be hidden, so sorry for the spoiler, but she's actually King Arthur of the past. So not only is she a knight, but she's the heroic King Arthur. Like, I'm sorry, she definitely deserves to take this spot on the list. Alright, next on the list we're looking at the horror genre. Now, horror animes, you should already know by now, usually instill some form of fear, usually are really, really gory or brutal, full of blood and just all over the place. Now, when I think of an anime female lead that would definitely stand out for this genre, it would be Lucy from the Elfen Lied series. Now, if you haven't already watched Elfen Lied, it pretty much circles around the question of what is considered human and how we should really treat others. Lucy is a part of a mutated breed known as Diclonius, who have special abilities such as vectors, which are invisible, indestructible arms. Now, throughout her whole life, her and her sisters have been abused and experimented on by scientists, and even when they tried to live normal lives outside of that, they were continued to be abused and mistreated by humanity. This in turn made Lucy go crazy and made her commit one of the most brutal and savagest things on this list. Like, Lucy's probably gonna be the most fucked up in the head on this list, honestly. If you really want to know why she deserves to be on this list, I would encourage you, if you have the stomach for it, just watch like the first 10 minutes of the first episode. That scene alone is monumental and it's definitely running down in anime history, and you would definitely get to see why Lucy is the queen of horror, in my opinion. Alright, to lighten the mood a bit, we're going to take a look at the comedy anime genre. Now, obviously the female lead for comedies should be someone who's humorous, who can make you laugh. And I don't mean those little chuckles, I mean those One Piece style kind of laughs. I think the best fit for this genre would definitely be Shinobu from the Ninja Nonsense series. Now, the Ninja Nonsense series is an all-time goldie. Like, if you really are looking for a laugh, I would highly recommend this series. It centers around the ninja apprentice Shinobu, who pretty much lives her daily life listening to whatever her sensei tells her to do. The sensei himself is extremely perverted and quite wacky sometimes, so the things that she's instructed to do is just outlandish. Like, so for example, he would instruct her to do something like fight an army of space alligators for the sake of him getting a cheeseburger. Or to save his life, he would need her to go around the world and steal different pennies at 12 o'clock at night. You know, it's just things like this that make the anime for me. Like, she's just adorably retarded. And again, if you're looking for a great laugh, then I promise you Ninja Nonsense would do it for you, and Shinobu herself would definitely get you started. She definitely deserves to be on this list. Alright, so that just about wraps up the video. Remember, this is just a part 1 version, so I'll have a part 2 coming very soon. If you like what you've seen, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And with that being stated, Firefox out.